Good morning. Day of the Rockin Marathon, but the race was canceled, so there's a virtual race instead. I'm at my house, gonna run out half a marathon, turn around and come back, finish the virtual race. Ellen will send the shirt and the award when I send him my time. So, here we go. This is leaving the house, heading down the street. This is my normal running route. Usually I run 4 miles, sometimes maybe 10 or 16. Usually my long runs are in Wichita with the First Gear running team from the store there. Great store. But like everything else right now, everyone's doing everything solo. So here I am, running solo. Got all my stuff, extra water, extra good packs, drink mix, extra drink mix, even some Clif bars. So I should be well supplied for the run. This is coming up to the local HOA pond, so I'll take a loop around it. Well, it's going to be a trail race. Well, now I'll be on the road, county roads, but do a little bit what I can off-road. It's a beautiful pond, sometimes ducks, occasionally the geese, even a blue heron sometimes. Don't see anything else out there today. Here's some honeysuckles I planted years ago. Small cypress tree. They're coming on now. Back in the days of the drought, I was president of HOA, trying to plant trees and keep them alive. It was like almost mission impossible, but a few of them survived. Head across the road to the city park. Up ahead is the playground, and here's a little path along this creek. Takes me to the other HOA pond, so I'm gonna run up there, get a little bit more running on grass and dirt. Heading into the woods now. This isn't my usual route, but it is occasional route to run. It's nice to get out in the warm and nice to get out in the woods. Spring, but it's a cool day. It's like 30 degrees this morning. Warm up a bit. But of course, that's Rockin Marathon weather. Here at a creek crossing. Somebody has put some boards down, make it better. Missed some of the mud. Of course, Rockin is, of course, around Lake Canopolis. It's full of beaver dams. Here goes around HOA pond number 2. Won't hit pond 3 today. It's out of the way. Used to come down here and try and keep trees alive during the drought years ago. I became president of HOA one day when I missed a meeting and they elected me. Here's a tree. This is a fiber. You can see how it broke off at the top, grew back from the bottom, almost died. It's alive now. Probably make it. I was gonna have the GoPro on a gimbal and sit on top of my head, but the gimbal decided to die. So I charged it, charged the battery, got up this morning, it wouldn't work. The GoPro battery was dead. I'll have to check if it was user error or gimbal failure or what. I thought I had it turned off. Anyway, so now I have the GoPro on my head. It might be a little more jumpy. See how it turns out. Hopefully get something good. The gimbal just was freaking out this morning. After not working, it started jumping and shaking and the motor spinning like mad. So I don't know what to think of that. Except just refused to work. Getting back to the woods, across the creek again. And I'm gonna stop and shed a layer. I dress warm, but you can see here, it's my backpack, got everything on it. But this makes me pretty much self-sustained for running a marathon. Back at the creek crossing. Back out to the houses in the creek. There's the playground. It's a beautiful playground. Gets a little bit of use, not a lot. Too many kids at home playing with computers. Something my daughter would not allow. My grandson goes outside to play. Now he belongs to this Fox Walkers group, kind of like Boy Scouts. He's an intern learning how to teach other kids. And at 14, almost 15, he's getting pretty robust. Eats more than mom and dad combined. Rugged outdoor guy. Trees are blooming. Everything's budding out. Some of the trees that were white are now more green than white. Still a little bit of brooms left. Coming up the Rock Road. It's the main road around here. And it's heading into Mulvane. Or I should say downtown Mulvane. There's some more flowering trees. There's the railroad tracks. The train comes through here a lot. It's 111th Street. Goes down to the sports complex. Here we are, little farm right on the edge of town. Here's another little farm. This is out in the countryside here now. A field. This is a Mulvane. And up ahead is the houses. There's a friendly dog who's met me. I just had a really ugly confrontation with that dog. Tried to bite me, didn't get any blood. Had to stop for quite a bit. The owner caught it, put it on a leash, and I politely told her a little bit of what I thought about that. And up ahead is a 49 Mercury. It's one of those classic cars people like to make into hot rods. Been told in its day it was a chick magnet. So tell me, is this still a chick magnet? Pretty cool. 49, 50, 51. Well, this is going down the street. That's some newer houses here. This is a newer part of Mulvane. Going down Trail Drive. Coming up to the end of Trail Drive. Up ahead is the bridge. Going under the bridge. It's K15. Busy road. Going under the bridge. Up ahead will be the Mulvane Recreation Center. It used to be a school. Of course, right now it's closed like everything. Here's the Mulvane Recreation Center. So, nice place. It's closed. Running through Over Mulvane. Small town, but really nice. Kept up well. Too many Kansas small towns are just deteriorating and falling apart. Sad, but it's the way it is. Mulvane United Methodist Church. Beautiful building. Really nice people. Good pastor. Good place to go. And they are closed and doing online services. Going through some more of old Mulvane. Some pretty cool old houses. You can see some of these houses have been here a really long time, and they're still in really nice condition. It's a pretty blue house here is one. Coming up to the train track. Nobody's there, no trains. One just passed on the bridge. So it'd be cool if I just don't get stopped. Yeah, I pick up my pace. Just do not want to be stuck behind a train here. And there's no train. Clear. Clear. Heading out of town on the county roads at last. Going under the railroad bridge and now be purely out in the countryside. Heading towards the river. I see the river up here pretty quick. Coming up to the river. This is the Arkansas River. Flows through here, all the way down there. Coming up on Old Goat Ranch Road. Here's Old Goat Ranch Road. Here's the irrigation on the road. Got that all over out here. Here's the end of Old Goat Ranch Road. Coming up to Bill Cather's house. In the Cather Wildlife Preserve. Heading out in the woods now, past some of Bill's gardening and outdoor activities. There's Boy Scouts out here, Native Americans, all that stuff is past. Now it's just through the woods and down to the river. Coming out on the river here, sandbar out off of the Cather Wildlife Preserve. Coming up to the river. I follow the river as best I can. And there is the Arkansas River, complete with lots of trees that have washed up. Came back to the river, went around all the washed up debris. There are eagles that like to hang out here in the winter. They'll catch what they can and catch fish when they have to. Devil trees, locust trees. Bill's been cutting them down as much as possible. These have the worst thorns you could possibly imagine. And this is a branch of one that just recently got cut down. Heading out through the grassland. It's sand here. It would almost be a desert. There's only a few trees that'll survive out here. These red cedars can make it. Pretty much everything else can't. This is native prairie. This is what it looked like way back in the day. No one has ever successfully farmed this place. I don't think you could. Find all kinds of interesting features out here in this wildlife preserve area. This isn't a river, really. This is a flood zone. At the river again. Here's the old oil well. It's right here in the river. That's what's left. It's an old plugged oil well casing. You can see when they drilled that well, it was nowhere near the river. The river used to be way out that way. It changed a few decades ago. Back on the county road. That's the Emmett mile, just past mile 12. So I'll be coming up to turn around, maybe another mile. Heading back in halfway, back on the wildlife preserve. We'll take another run by the river before I head back on the county roads. This is what's left of an old combine. So in its day, it was the latest, greatest thing. Now they have them 10 times as big. Here's a river kids cabin, hermitage. This is native prairie. It hasn't been plowed, and probably not much of anything else will grow here. It's too sandy. Trees here are hedge trees on a fence row. Up there you see some red cedar, mostly what grows. Here there are some locust trees, and down by the river a few cottonwoods. It's pretty, not much of a tree place. And way back in the day, probably didn't have any trees here. I see a plum tree ahead, a couple of them. Off to the right is a sand dune. Sand was blown here when the river changed course, and now it's got grass on it. And up there is a sand plum tree, pretty purple flowers. There's another one up ahead, another sand plum tree. Down here in this little river flood zone, the red cedar forest. These trees are the boundary, so I'll just head out across and head down that way. Getting down closer to the river, you can kind of see some sandbanks over there. This row of trees is the boundary, and they'll take us down to the river. This is a sinkhole. There's several sinkholes on the property, and sometime in the past the land just sunk down into the hole. So it's not good to get down in there. There's something underneath the rocks, there's caves or cracks or something. The sand washes out underneath and then it collapses. Just like there's a river flowing up here. Somewhere down there, there's underground rivers. There's a wild turkey running up there. You can see in the GoPro, this is a river sandbar. And the river's up there somewhere. I think these trees, some of them are supported by the river. Some of the red cedars have been planted. Some willows there. They will grow here by themselves on the river. And this is the Arkansas River. Back to the river, heading down the river. Native prairie. Quite a bit here. Way off in yonder there's some trees, but mostly native prairie. Back out on the county road. Let's see, I'm about 18, 19 miles. I turned, I'm on the next county road. Right up there where that truck is the river. Turned again on the next county road. Up ahead, I see the Mulvane Co-op, towers, all their grain bins. So Heading back towards town now. Up ahead, see the co-op. Up ahead, flashing lights. It's gone, it's over, the train left. Back at the railroad bridge. Going under the railroad bridge. Back at the railroad crossing. I hear trains, but there aren't any here right now. So that's good. Down there, look down there, nothing. Back in old Mulvane, getting close to the Methodist Church. It's up there on the left. Go one block past that, turn right. Coming down Central Street here, gonna make the next right. It's a nice little town, it's all kept up. I like Southeast Kansas. They have a permanently collapsed economy there. And that's quite a pretty plum tree, a red plum. I think it's plum. Yeah, turning on College Street. I'm gonna head on down this way a little while. This is Mulvane, Kansas. Here we are at Our Savior Lutheran Church, which is also closed. Sunday it'll be open again. So last Sunday I preached and recorded a message for everyone so they could stay home and have church. And this coming Sunday, tomorrow, well, that'll be for next week. I'll be videoing Terry McGuire. He's going to preach the Easter service. I did the Palm Sunday and it's out now, available for people. So, circle the church here and get back on the route. Heading down K15 now. Get back to a place I can go under the bridge. Getting back to the bridge. I have to go under the K15 bridge. Getting back to the Mulvane Sports Complex. Back to 111th Street. Couple miles to go. Heading up 111 to the little farms up here. Back in the neighborhood. Getting close. About a mile out. This says 25.2. So I got to get to 26.2. Well, I lost about a mile when my Garmin wasn't working. So I'll get an extra mile in. Anyway, it's getting close. Okay, back to the HOA pond. Got a little bit of dirt and grass running here in the city. And there's another one of the survivor trees. I used to water almost every day in the drought, and it made it. Taking one more little loop here, just so I get enough miles at the end. Coming in on the home stretch, almost to the house. I'm gonna run just a little bit past the house. I'm just under 26 miles. I'll be 26 at the house, and I'll run a little bit more. Get my 26.2. Done, I hit 26.2. So it's probably 27.2 really. But anyway, it was a trail run. There's no such thing as accurate on a trail run. I know I ran more than 26.2. A lot of it was up on hills and sand dunes and beach sand. It's nice down there by the river. Getting back to the house. So it's done. I finished. Virtual Rockin K Marathon on this Saturday. Excellent. If you have watched this far, you must have enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and share it with your friends.